Oh, you guys, I just wanted to come on to say that I am deleting the page tomorrow. It's gotten to be too much work, and April Fools. So no, I'm not deleting the page, never gonna happen. If they delete it for me, I guess there's nothing I can do about it, but until that time, yeah, you're stuck with me. So, I'm dog sitting. Do you like, yes, this farmhouse? I don't know. I've been having really long days. I've been working at the preschool. I've been working at the daycare on various days. I have classes. I have multiple dog sittings in the same week. It's very complicated. So to be me means to keep a meticulous iCal, and it means to not get enough sleep. And I feel like I'm just constantly doing stuff, and I'm kind of moving at the moment, which is complicated also. So yeah, I drove from Georgia to California, and I did it in 4.5 days. It would have taken less time, except one of my back tires blew out in the middle of the desert, and yeah, it was a big hullabaloo. I guess I can tell the story. Do you guys want to hear it? If you don't, go away. And if you want to know about my trip, I will tell you now. It's become that video. I was just going to do a quick update, and I have the space to record a longer video. I'm also getting text messages in the corner, but we're not going to look at that right now. Okay. So, I got to Georgia on a Thursday, I think, and yeah, hopped in the new RV, and I drove. I think I left the place around 2. I got to like Arkansas through Tennessee, and it was just rainstorming, and so I was driving and I was like singing songs, and it was very therapeutic. I was having all these thoughts about the future and what I want from my life, and it just felt really like good and cleansing, and I enjoyed that. So I was driving through the rain, and then I got to the flats, and I went through, what came next after Arizona? I don't know. I didn't hit Colorado. I was going on the 40. So I think I went through like Texas, and then there was some New Mexico and Arizona, and that took a long time because there's not a lot going on, but it is just like, so yeah, I drove, and it was really cold. I got to Flagstaff, Arizona, and there was snow on the ground. And then the next day when I took off, it was like, it felt like 95 degrees in the desert. So I feel like I experienced all of the seasons that this country has to offer. I was in, really cold, really hot, torrential rain. I was in the mild climate of just driving through, and I saw beautiful wildflowers. I met really nice people. It was incredible, and I did it in such a short amount of time. I didn't stop very often, but I did buy myself a beautiful serape blanket, and I got some pins for my friends, some little trinkets that I felt guilty. I got really close to California, and I realized I hadn't done anything for anyone. It was really like just a practical get in, get out kind of, yeah. So I didn't enjoy lots of time doing this and that and the other thing. At some point, I would love to drive across the country and take a really big chunk of time and just dedicate and plan, and then also just spur of the moment, like I'm gonna go 300 miles that way because it's a whim and I want to see Asheville or whatever. So at some point I want to visit Savannah and little places along the way someday. I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys, and I should be making more videos, but I haven't. I'll try to post some photos soon of my trip in case anybody's interested. If you want to see some photos of the trip, I would love to post them. Just let me know that you care, and then I will take the time to do it. And what else? Maybe you guys can see Cooper. I don't know if he's willing to come up here. Cooper, do you want to be in my video? Do you know how to get in a lap, or is that too rude? Are you a polite boy? Cooper, who's that? Who's that? Come here. Oh, you're all over the place. Rest your head in my lap. Come here. He's not having it. Hi, you're a sweet white lab. Are you a good boy? Oh, yeah. Hi. Hi. Anyway, that's Cooper, and we're having a nice time. We're going to watch Last Man on Earth, and we're going to snuggle, and I'm going to try to keep him from getting depressed that his family's not around, because he is a very loyal sensitive boy, I can tell. So yeah, that's my life, you guys. And this is a great opportunity. Moving all of my stuff is the chance to see exactly how many seeds I have, how many clothes I have, how wasteful I've been with my finances, buying things that I don't necessarily need, and maybe I'll downsize. We'll see. It's crazy because I already have such a tiny living space. And that's another thing. I've been talking to someone who built their own house, and it's a tiny home. I would say it's probably 12 by 10 or so. It has 2 levels, and he lives in there with his dog. And I asked if I could interview him and take photos of it. And I'm trying to think of some questions to ask. I think things like, where did you get your materials? How much did this cost? How long did it take? What was the zoning issues? Like, did you get any permitting for this? And what kind of skills would someone need to have? Like, did you use any plans, or did you make them yourself? If there's anything that I'm not thinking of, please do comment below what kind of questions you would have for somebody who built in an urban environment in someone's backyard their own really cool looking tiny house. And some of the challenges would be like getting rid of your stuff and being organized, I'm sure, and the fact that there's like no running water out there. So he has electricity, but there isn't a kitchen or bathroom. He uses the main house for that. So this is something that people could do. It's feasible, and I want to share with you guys because it's a resource. And yeah, we'll see if he consents to that interview and how quickly I could get it up for you guys. So I don't know. I just wanted to say all that stuff. I miss you. And what else? I don't know. I feel like I look really tired. I'm sorry. I look really tired. It's because I'm really tired. I spent 8 some odd hours at the daycare today. And that's with like 5 toddlers and 2 babies. So yeah, it's a lot of diapers and crying, and this person needs this snack, and this person needs to try to go to bed now, and it's just blah. So whatever. I will try to make more updates soon. I always say that, and then it takes a while to get them up, but suffice to say, you guys are the best, and no, I'm not deleting the page. That's just my silly April Fools. I didn't trick anybody. I was tempted to send a text to my boss saying I'm sick, not coming in like 5 minutes before I was supposed to be there. And then I just thought that that would be like tacky and cruel. But it would have been funny for like 10 seconds, right? So I don't know. I'm compelled to say more. Anything more about my trip? Planning on finishing out the semester, learning as much as I can, and depending on what kind of classes they're offering for summer, I may stick around a little bit longer, take some more classes, and then move. Or maybe I'll just head up to like Washington, Oregon area, try to find a job, completely cut myself off from spending money, like food, and that's it. Legitimate, like no spending money, total moratorium. Try to save as much as possible in a short amount of time, and then buy land from there. And I'll be able to check it out in person and take weekend trips, and that's the dream. Hopefully I'll get to it. I've been saying that for years, but it's still the thing that I want the most in the world. If money weren't an issue, I would have it tomorrow, and I would invite every person who is conscientious and interested in sustainable, caring agriculture that is good for the environment and good for animals and doesn't mistreat them. Anybody who wants to have a farm sanctuary with me, an intentional community that's based on the tenets of generosity and self-care, care for friends and people around you, respect of the planet, and making your skill set wider. People who are interested in art and creative thinking and problem solving and making their own, whatever it is, like a beehive, or somebody who wants to make furniture, or people who want to like build canoes, all that stuff. If you have a passion, I want to hear about it, and I want to invite you to come work on it on the farm, because that's going to be a haven for people who are resourceful and awesome and funny and just honest, people who like to live with integrity. And that's who I want to surround myself with. That's how I want to help the planet, is to get these people together and combine their creative energy see what we can get done. And it's not going to be some hippy-dippy 1960s drugged out commune, I swear. That is not the point. The point is to be around vibrant, amazing people who think about the world differently and want to get amazing things done and leave it better than it was found. And we'll see. I miss you guys. I'll talk to you later. This was a long update instead of a short one. I did it. I went for it. And yeah, I'm eating my medjool dates and they are delicious and I will keep eating them and maybe I will plant a tree. Except that probably won't work because, I'm grafting like every other day now. I'm grafting tomatoes and I'm grafting peaches and I'm grafting plum trees and apple trees and it's really crazy. It's really fun and I'm learning a lot and this is all so good for the farm. It is so practical. These are skills that are going to save me literally thousands of dollars later on. So yeah, I'm happy to share all of that. Maybe, okay, my next thing is I want to do a kombucha video because Friday my friend Casey is coming to dog sitting and we're going to make kombucha together from scratch. And I'm going to try to get that up. So kombucha tutorial, like physically how to do it, not just a rant on how to do it, but seeing the steps being performed. And I have organic tea and sugar for you guys. What else? I'd like to do a video on grafting. Why not? How to graft simple tomato plants. That's a good one. So look forward to those in the upcoming weeks, and I will do my very best to actually get them done. Okay, bye.